Adam Lanza, the perpetrator of the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, was a deeply troubled individual with a history of mental health issues and social isolation. Among his peculiar behaviors and interests, his obsession with the video game Dance Dance Revolution, DDR, stood out as a seemingly incongruous element in his otherwise dark and reclusive life. Dance Dance Revolution, developed by Konami, is an arcade rhythm game that gained popularity in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Players step on a dance pad or platform to match arrows displayed on a screen in time with the music. The game combines physical movement with rhythm and is often associated with fun, social activity, and even exercise. Lanza's fixation on DDR was unusual, given his otherwise solitary and sedentary lifestyle. While many teenagers and young adults have enjoyed the game recreationally, Lanza's engagement with it reportedly became an intense and solitary ritual. According to investigations following the Sandy Hook tragedy, Lanza would frequent a local movie theater in Danbury, Connecticut, where he spent hours playing DDR, often alone and late into the night. Lanza's dedication to DDR went beyond typical gaming. He played obsessively, repeating songs and routines with a near-fanatical focus on achieving perfection. Witnesses described him as deeply engrossed, moving with mechanical precision and rarely interacting with others. Despite his reclusive tendencies, Lanza's DDR obsession required physical exertion. Back at home, he would reportedly dance for 10 hours a day and whip himself into a frenzy. This was a behavior consistent with a need to contain anxiety-producing impulses and thoughts. Lanza would move until he was drenched in sweat, not eating for extended periods. He would then retreat into the bathroom and wipe himself off, sometimes returning to the activity again. Some accounts suggest this activity might have been one of his few outlets for stress, or a way to impose structure on his otherwise chaotic mental state. However, the repetitive and solitary nature of his gameplay underscored his inability to connect socially through the game, which is often played in groups or observed by an audience. For someone grappling with severe mental health issues, including suspected obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and anorexia, DDR may have represented a controlled environment where outcomes depended solely on precision and practice. This sense of control might have been appealing to Lanza, given his broader struggles with interpersonal relationships and societal expectations. The predictable patterns of DDR might have provided Lanza with a sense of stability in contrast to his inner turmoil. The music, visuals, and step sequences created an immersive but highly regulated experience. Lanza's solitary DDR sessions mirrored his broader detachment from society. His fixation on a typically social game, played in isolation, highlighted his inability or unwillingness to engage with others. This obsession might also have been one of his few physical outlets, given his otherwise sedentary habits and social withdrawal. In the aftermath of the Sandy Hook shooting, some media outlets and commentators latched onto Lanza's DDR obsession as part of a broader narrative about the potential influence of video games on violent behavior. However, DDR, unlike violent first-person shooters, has no violent content and is widely regarded as a benign or even positive form of entertainment. This led to criticism of sensationalist reporting that sought to draw simplistic connections between Lanza's interests and his horrific actions. Ultimately, Lanza's fixation on DDR is just one aspect of a complex and deeply disturbed individual. While his obsessive engagement with the game may offer some insight into his personality and coping mechanisms, it does not explain or excuse the atrocities he committed. Instead, it serves as a reminder of the multifaceted nature of mental illness and the difficulty of drawing clear lines between seemingly innocuous behaviors and extreme acts of violence. Adam Lanza's obsession with Dance Dance Revolution underscores his isolation, compulsive tendencies, and need for control in a life marked by profound mental health challenges. While DDR itself bears no relation to the violence he perpetrated, his relationship with the game offers a glimpse into the peculiar and solitary world he inhabited in the years leading up to the tragedy at Sandy Hook.